Hey, vinyl community. Elliot here, Lazy Dogs Records. DJ Vinyl Vertigo Scott has a soul tag going, and Scott's got a great channel. And anybody that's not already subscribed to his channel, I urge you to do so. I think you'll enjoy it. Here is my soul tag for 2024, and most listened to over all time. I guess it would probably be What's Going On, Marvin Gaye. This is the classic album. I mean, what can you say? This is a UK version, actually. I got about 15 miles from here. I went to a guy. Guy called me up and said, "I heard you bought records. Come see what I got." And I went to see, and he had about 500 records, almost all of which were totally trashed. I ended up finding 10 records that weren't totally trashed, and this was one of them. Cleaned it up. He was in the military, stationed in Germany and England, and this is one of the records I got that cleaned up pretty well. And so Marvin Gaye, What's Going On. And number two is the most recent buy, and hey, it's another Marvin Gaye. Let's Get It On, Marvin Gaye. Always love that. I remember a cover of Rolling Stone, I believe. I used to read Rolling Stone back when it was all about music, and on the cover it was a picture that looked kind of like that, maybe. Marvin Gaye. Okay, so looking forward to giving that plenty of spins. And number three is favorite male soul artist, and that would be Al Green. This came from that same collection that I picked up, and this is it a UK or is it a German pressing? It's a German pressing. Al Green, Let's Stay Together, but I just think Al Green was just the best. And a Stax release, and I will show you one I just purchased from 1969, the first recorded but not the first release, Delaney and Bonnie album. This is Home. They went to Memphis and recorded that for Stax. What year did I say that was? 1969. And a non-American band or artist, The Equals, Baby Come Back. And this was from 1968 on RCA. They are a UK band, and they featured Eddie Grant. Remember Eddie Grant? Electric Avenue, I believe it was in the mid '80s or so. He's on this album. I think this band started in '67. I think Grant left them in '71. They disbanded in '75, and I think they reformed later. A good soul band from the UK. Number six, favorite female soul singer, Roberta Flack. That's Killing Me Softly album. And love Roberta Flack. Number six is favorite. No, number seven, gospel. Okay, gospel album by a soul artist. How about, I'm going to flip this around and do a soul album by a gospel artist. Claire Ward, Soul and Inspiration, from the Ward Singers gospel group. Claire Ward, most of her stuff is gospel, and this is more secular in nature. Number eight, a Blue-Eyed Soul. I'll go with this 1967 recording by the Embers. Burn You a New One. There are the Embers. The Embers are beach music standards. They're still around today. Some of the same members, but they formed in the mid '60s, and this is on Embers Entertainment. More people should know about this band. Maybe some of you probably do if you're into Americana type. This is kind of St. Paul and the Broken Bones, current band, you'd say. This is from 2014 from Single Lock Records, Half the City, and they are a soul band. Really good. And next I have soul band on a rock album. I hope it's all right if this is a soul funk band. And on Leon Russell's all that Stop All That Jazz, that's the most inappropriate cover. It's kind of cringeworthy in today's world, I suppose. Backup band was mostly or included the Gap band. The Gap band. Leon actually gave the Gap band their first break, and they toured with Leon and recorded with Leon. Obviously, on here they recorded with Leon. Gap they were a Tulsa band where Leon was from. It used to be G. A. P. Gap band, and they dropped the periods and just made it Gap after a while. Had some success after this, but their first recordings were on Shelter Records with Leon. And Gap stood for the community they lived in Tulsa. Gap would be, the G is Greenwood, the A is Archer, I believe, and the P is Pine. Those are three row streets, and within those three streets was a community where they came from. Okay, Gap band with Leon Russell. 11 is a Motown record. Here is an older Motown record from 1968. I really enjoy Chuck Jackson, and this is Arrives. Chuck Jackson Arrives from 1968 on Motown. Needs a box set. There may be a box set, but I don't know about it. But the Staple Singers. There needs to be a box set of the Staple Singers. What a great group. Pop Staples and his daughters. And seen in concert. Probably would be some of the beach bands. This is a compilation beach beat classics. And let's see, the Catalinas are on here, the Tams, Fantastic Shakers, Band of Oz, which is a local. They're from around here. Let's see. I hadn't seen those. All those I mentioned, I have seen. The Showmen, I've seen them. Hadn't seen Billy Stewart. He's passed away now. Wished I could. He does Fat Boy on here. And chairman of the board, General Johnson, and the chairman of the board. Give me just a little more time is on here. This is on Repeat Records out of Columbia, South Carolina, the 1980 compilation. So I've seen a lot of these beach music bands, which are soul bands. Beach music, if those that don't know, beach music is a regional music that is found in the southeastern United States, North and South Carolina, and Virginia a little bit, and Georgia some. And it is certain soul songs are used for dance. Their dance called shag is extremely popular, and so there's a whole subculture of beach music fans. The beach music bands play all your city festivals and things like that, and community fairs, things like that. They'll book a beach music band like the chairman of the board or the Catalinas or the Band of Oz, and they will people will get out there and there'll be a bunch of dancing going on, but people doing the shag, and they're very popular in this area. And the last one of those I saw was at Holden Beach under the bridge. Every Sunday evening they have a concert in the summertime, and I saw the Band of Oz there last year. Okay, and let's see, jazz by a soul artist. That's one I don't have. I couldn't figure that one out. And number 15, a group setting, and of course the versatile Impressions, the Impressions, and of course this is Curtis Mayfield in the Impressions. eventually he would stop actually playing in the band, and he would produce them, do the records and things like that. Favorite soul song? Uh, I come out with a funny one. Favorite's hard to decide what my favorite might be. But one of the most fun soul songs, kind of a pop soul song, was from Mel and Tim from 1969. Good Guys Only Win in the Movies, and the big hit was Backfield in Motion. How many of you remember that song, Backfield in Motion? Another one I might consider, Delbert McClinton is as much a soul singer as he is a country singer, as much as he is a rock singer, as much as he is an R&B singer, as much as he is a blues singer. He's hard to categorize. This is my favorite album by him, and it's chock full of this Keeper of the Flame, and from 1979, and it is just full of great tunes. Plain Old Making Love is one of my all-time favorites. Shot from the Saddle's on here. That's a good one. Have Mercy. I Don't Want to Hear It Anymore. I'm Talking About You. And his composition, Two More Bottles of Wine. Seesaw, Your Love Is Like a Seesaw. I Received a Letter, and Mess of Blues. That whole album is full of favorites right there. Delbert McClinton. And reggae soul, I think this would count. I stumbled upon this in a thrift shop somewhere, and it's actually really in good shape. Desmond Decker and the Aces, Israelites. I don't know that much about this, to be honest with you. I hadn't played it in a long time. Anybody? I think he's from Jamaica, and so maybe this qualifies. Let me know in the comments. And 17, 18 live recordings. How about the Neville Brothers? Nevilization. This is a live recording. Another live record I might show you. Billy Price and the Kingstone Rhythm Band. I could also do this for Blue Eyed Soul if I wanted to. Live, it's called. Billy Price, out of Pennsylvania, and I think he's still around. I think he moved to Pittsburgh, but his Keystone Rhythm Band used to tour up and down the East Coast, and at one time he was Roy Buchanan's vocalist before that. And 19 is a compilation, would be the Stax compilation, number ones. It's called number ones. Stax number ones. Okay. Yeah. And it's got a bunch. Booker T and the MG's doing Green Onions is the first one on here. And the last one is Woman to Woman from Shirley Brown, and a whole lot of good stuff in between. Okay. And finally, favorite soul channel. I would say Scott, but somebody else already said Scott, I believe. So another good soul channel would be Craig Danger. If you don't know Craig, check Craig Danger out. He brings the cheap heat when it comes to soul and funk music. So check his channel out. Okay, that'll do it. That is my Soul Tag 2024. Scott, thanks for putting this on. I really enjoyed doing it. Any comments about any of these records, please make them down below. I'd love to hear from you. This is just a very quick one, trying to get it in. And I just want to remind everybody, you can be mean, but what good does it do? Don't be mean to each other. Be kind to each other. Remember, we're all neighbors. So be kind to your neighbors. Take care, everybody.